really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 8, first baseman number 21, John Singleton.
John Singleton into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. We've played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Albert Pujols, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
First baseman, Albert Pujols.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Boy, and when Pujols starts getting good calls at the plate, too, how are you ever going to get this guy out?
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And that misses 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
That's a ball.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, when you're holding on to a 1-run lead, you don't want to start walking guys, especially not the leadoff hitter. He'll kick himself over that one, but he's going to have to put it behind him quick.
C.J. Cron gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
It's 0-1.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Chopped in front of home plate. 1 away.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
So striding in, Yunel Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. There to take it in now is Singleton, and that's out number 2.
Well, we could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old... Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Gentry.
Craig Gentry, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from Anaheim right after this. Jason Castro steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy.
Richards is ready. Here comes the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Trout. 1 out.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. Into the windup and the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here and you'll probably have him 3 feet out in front.
Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded by Escobar. Got him.
Oh, what a play. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's George Springer. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. But they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Carlos Perez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Catcher, Carlos Perez.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Hit to third. Balbuena fields it cleanly. And a rather easy first out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the second baseman, Johnny Giavotella. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Gomez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Cole Calhoun digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Out in front of it, strike one. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Carlos Correa is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Carlos Correa.
Richard steps into his windup, and the pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
This guy's been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Digging in, Colby Rasmus. He reached on a single in his first try. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Fielded cleanly by Pujols. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Gomez. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and so far that's been the only real offense in this game. Good pitching we're seeing so far.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gentry giving chase. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Andrelton Simmons, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Rasmus. 1 down.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
High pop-up. Altuve is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And these guys are still looking for that elusive first hit. And this never had a chance of being the one. Just an easy pop-up as he keeps rolling right along.
Albert Pujols will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Angel still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And how about way back in 2001, Albert's rookie season? His coming out party was insane. He hit .329, 37 homers, and 130 runs back. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Angels are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Evan Gattis heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Richards peers in. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
And boy, you talk about a guy getting himself in a groove. How about 10 in a row he's retired now? He's just making it look easy.
Luis Valbuena stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Oh, that was a no-brainer there. If a guy misses that poorly on a curveball, you got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Trout, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
Here's the big first baseman, John Singleton.
John Singleton.
As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one.
Whoa, that's a pearl right there.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe, but for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
Ready now, Jason Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Middle of the night from the Big A. It's now 2-0 Houston. C.J. Cron will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being. Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets him started.
Yunel Escobar is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Runner goes for second. To first. Scooped up, and he is in there. Craig Gentry will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Hit hard up the middle. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and how about that double play? Wow.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Standing in now, Carlos Perez, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Jose Altuve will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Roush, who's 6 feet 11 inches tall. The 1.5 foot height differential is said to be the most in MLB history between a pitcher and batter.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gentry is there. 1 away.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Settling in now, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're up 2-0. Johnny Giavotella will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Keuchel's ready. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory and reined in, one away.
He got caught in a situation where he had to protect with 2 strikes. He's probably fortunate he even got wood on this one, but it didn't matter much as this turns into an easy little soft liner.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Right side, hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Popped up. Valbuena is over. Oh, no, he missed it. A barehanded pickup. He's up with it. The throw. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit.
Don't know quite what happened on this one. Here it is again. I mean, this just hits him right on the heel of the glove.
He's set. Here it comes. Mike Trout is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And here's where the Angels just have to start coming up with a key hit or 2.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So stepping in, Albert Pujols, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
It's pretty clear they weren't pitching around him there. Even though he's a big-time run producer, they came right at him, and he couldn't drive either one of those guys in.
C.J. Cron will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he takes ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
2-1.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2. Swing and a little tapper. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Colby Rasmus will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Carlos Gomez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Calhoun, still going back. But he can't get it as it's off the wall.
And Gomez can fly. He's headed for third.
The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
I'll tell you, even though this winds up hitting off the wall, he's got 3 bases on his mind from the second this leaves the bat. And with his speed, it was going to take a perfect relay to even have a prayer, but no chance here. He's in with a 1-out triple.
Evan Gattis now standing in as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Ripped down the first base line. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out.
You know, I think they're pretty lucky at third right here that the contact play wasn't on. This is a sharply hit ground ball, and he would have been toast at home if he tried to score.
Luis Valbuena will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now, and the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even meeting it, but at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Alvarez.
John Singleton steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes on 0-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom of the 7th now from Anaheim. Get up and stretch. It's the Astros 3 and the Angels 1. Leading off the inning, Yunel Escobar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Craig Gentry will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Keuchel pauses. Here's the first pitch. There goes the runner. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight, and you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
Carlos Perez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Altuve has it. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Johnny Giavotella will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Lined hard toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw from Gomez will not be in time as he's in there safe at third base. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Cole Calhoun. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Houston leads this one 3-1. Jason Castro will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, if you want to see a nasty yacker, take a look at this thing on Swing Track. A 16-inch break. I mean, that's as big as you're going to find.
Jose Altuve will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Giavotella. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Well, I think he's got the right approach right here. That's a fastball up, and it's on the outer half of the plate. He goes right with it and hits it hard too, but he just couldn't quite steer it into the hole there, and it becomes a 4-3 putout.
George Springer ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Slow little grounder left side. Escobar is there. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Andrelton Simmons will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. On his way to pitch number 100. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Springer giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Oh, it makes such a difference here when you play during the day versus playing at night. 6 hours ago, this might have split the gap, but here it hangs up just long enough for him to run it down out there in right center field.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Keuchel into his motion. 2-1 on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game, so now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Albert Pujols stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And here's a ball hit in the air. Singleton camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
C.J. Cron gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Cut fastball taken for strike one.
I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Liner towards second. A spin and a throw, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Angels strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Carlos Correa will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Colby Rasmus gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hit hard back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
From the stretch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes.
1-2.
That's what you want.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, and it's still 3-1. Yunel Escobar will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
In there, strike 1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Craig Gentry will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Scorched to third. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final
Now
out.
batting, catcher, Carlos Perez.
Carlos Perez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Gomez on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And Gomez will get this one in off the wall. Man, this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in, the second baseman, Johnny Giavotella. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Gomez is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 3-1. Good night from Anaheim.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Astros, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Angels, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Dallas Keuchel. The loss goes to Garrett Richards. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.